This is the plaintiff, Angela Gaston. She says she bought a car from the defendant and the guy sold her a lemon, took advantage of her, and she's not about to let him get away with it. That's right, he ducked her calls until the 45-day warranty he sold her expired. The car needs transmission work. The defendant refuses to fix it for her, and she's here suing for $5,566.18, the amount she's owed by this scoundrel. This is the defendant, Ray Miller. He says the plaintiff purchased the car with 150,000 miles on it and a 45-day warranty. After the 45 days was up, she came in complaining about the transmission. He tried to explain to her the warranty had expired and that buying a used car was like buying a box of chocolates because you never know what you're gonna get. But she just went ahead and filed this lawsuit, so here they are. He's accused of unloading a hooptie.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff bought a car from the defendant, says the transmission was shot, and the defendant wouldn't honor the warranty. But the defendant says the car has 150,000 miles, so come on. It's the case of hoop-de-doo.
Okay, Angela Gaston?
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing Ray Miller and L&M Auto for $5,566.18, the amount that you have put into a car that you paid him for. What happened?
Yes, ma'am. I purchased the car of last year, July 3rd, which was the day before the 4th of July. So the very same day.
As it often is.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
But by the same token, it was closed the next day, so I couldn't contact him. The car started leaking.
The car started leaking what from where? Could you tell?
It was power steering, and I couldn't call. So when I did catch up with him, he told me to go ahead and get it fixed. And he said he would pay for it. He did take care of that.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Okay, so then I said, wow, this still, see, I hear the same sound. So actually,
well, you never told me about a sound. Where was the sound?
When something is, and this is right here, but I'm feeling when I shift a little drag like. So anyway, I called Ray. I said, Ray, I still got a problem. I'm still hearing the same thing. He said, bring it in. When I get there, the mechanic wasn't there. Then a few days later, the next time I get there, he didn't have the plug that you plug in to tell you what exactly what it is. The computer,
okay.
Correct. So he told me to come back the next time. He didn't have it. Anyway, so now maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I could remember somebody was fighting. He went to Vegas. He come back. By then, the 45 days was over.
What 45 days?
The 45 days, he told me he would guarantee the transmission and the motor.
Do you have from him in writing something that says it?
No, I don't. But that's what he do. Like if you finance it, he said, don't worry about it. I'm telling you, this is what I do to all my cars.
So did you tell her verbally that you would cover it for 45 days?
I did tell her that, and she never got in touch with me. And the reason why she didn't get in contact with me for them 45 days, Your Honor, because there was nothing wrong with the car. She contacted me after the 45 days, and I still honored the warranty and gave her half the money on the transmission.
She told me the issue happened just before the 45 days was up, and she just couldn't catch up with me, so I agreed to help her.
Right. The actual transmission and the repairs was $550. I gave up $275.
So what work was done?
The transmission was actually put in the vehicle.
It was replaced?
It was replaced.
So that got done?
That got done, and then some electrical stuff was wrong with the vehicle.
Okay.
And then she contacted me and told me I had to pay for that, too. I said, I'm not going to pay for that.
Right. Can you prove to me what's wrong with the car and why he should have to pay for it? Let's assume there is a 45-day warranty.
Yes, ma'am.
We are well past. We're almost a year late.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with where's the car right now?
Would you believe the car's still in the shop with
Why?
the same problem? He said, in order to fix this car properly, I would have to drop the motor and seal the seal around the transmission. I said, I don't
understand. Was a new transmission put into your car?
Yes, but the guy did not fix it
Okay,
right.
so here's what I need. I'd like to see evidence from the last guy you just mentioned who said, in order to fix this properly, I would have to do X, Y, Z because a prior transmission repair was not done correctly.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm going to need.
Is it possible I can get him on the phone? Because he told me if you have any questions, call him as far as they didn't put the transmission in properly.
Who's they?
a foreign auto, which is his people. If you look at
you understand that is not him, right?
Ma'am, if you look at the all my receipts is under L&M Auto, meaning that he the one called these people, he the one put the car in, he the one said he was gonna pay for it. I'm sorry, Ms. Gaston.
Let's get the guy on the phone, the guy you're talking about.
Yes,
let's try that.
Okay, let's try that.
Because there's one thing that she's correct about. The bills are in your name, not in hers, and then you paid for it. The bills are in your name. Why is that?
Right, but Ron's not going to deal with her because that's the reason why she didn't take her car back to him, because she actually called and disrespected him. That's why she ended up going over to A1 Auto Repair.
Hello.
Hi, Rick. This is Angela Gasson. Judge Millian would like to ask you a few questions pertaining to the car transmission situation. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Would you buy a car with 150,000 miles on it?
Yes, I would, if the price is pretty low and good.
Okay, if the price is pretty low, come on up here. Would you buy a car for that?
Yeah, same. If the prices are low,
Okay, good. It's $500 and it's going to cost you $8,000 to fix.
then no.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Beware. Buyer beware.
No kidding. Going inside the courtroom.
Hi, Rick.
Hello.
So I have a question for you. How long has the car been in this time?
This time here, it's been, I think I still have a slip of paper when she brought it. I think it's been here about 5 weeks.
Okay. When did she bring it to you for the transmission problems she was having again?
So when they put the transmission in originally, the transmission wasn't really what was at fault. It was the alternator back then.
Okay.
The later date was just recently here now that we took the transmission out and put a front seal in
Oh, you did that work?
because the transmission was pouring fluid out. Yes, we did that. We just completed that. So let me.
Can I ask you, did that have anything to do with the way the transmission was put in by the original people? Did they do something wrong?
You know, they probably didn't change the seal when they put the transmission in.
But are they required to?
Well, dear, that's always how do I put this? To say somebody should have done this and they didn't. We always do.
Right.
These transmissions are way too hard to change that you don't want to have to go back in here because of a $10 seal.
Right, right. What percentage of people who change transmissions change the seal, do you think?
I'm going to think it's probably only about 50%.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places that do that repair or do that service aren't really educated or qualified enough to think for the future. You know what I'm saying?
Or they don't care.
Or they don't care. Well, that's, yeah.
How much did that cost?
That job, that's $678.
All right, Rick. If I lived around you, I'd bring you my cars. You're a joy to talk to.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
All righty. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. So according to Rick, the prior tranny guys, when they put in the tranny, didn't take the extra precaution of changing seals, even though changing seals costs so little money. When I asked him what percentage of mechanics would have done that, he said maybe 50%, which means it's not the industry standard. But in any event, there's a couple of things here that you have going for you. Number one, you don't even have a written warranty, but he kind of admits it, so you have that going for you. Number two, the transmission gets replaced, part of which he pays for in October, way after the 45-day warranty. So you got that going for you. But what you don't have going for you is the thing you need going for you. You told me he was going to tell me that they did something wrong. What they didn't do was change seals that at the time didn't need changing. That's not them doing something wrong. And that's not something that a year afterwards I'm going to tell him he has to pay for. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Well, the plaintiff, thanks really to the phone call with the mechanic, he helped you lose the case because he indicated that not putting that seal in was not an automatic thing that everybody always does.
Well, that didn't make sense to me either.
Well,
because if you change in the transmission, you change the whole.
Well, you should,
Yep,
but apparently it's not the custom everywhere.
Right.
And that didn't help your case.
No, it sure didn't, but it's okay, I don't understand now. Do I keep the car or do they keep the car? She still never did say.
Well, you've had a lot of problems with that car.
Well, yeah, I don't even want it. It's still there. I don't even want the car, so.
Have you paid the $600 and some
No,
dollars? Do you want it yet?
no. That's why I left it froze. I don't know.
What you gonna do now?
I have no idea. They sell the car. I'm gonna try to get my money back the best I can.
All right.
They said
well,
it is
listen, I'm
what it is.
sorry for you.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, car problems are a pain for everybody, so we're sorry
But
for you.
everything was excellent.
Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Miller. Well, you sound like you were pretty fair with her.
Yeah, very fair.
Do you offer 45-day warranty?
Yes, I do.
What's the benefit of a 45-day warranty?
Motor and trans. I try to make sure I sell a customer a good car, so I usually give them that 45-day warranty on the car. She actually went over the 45 days.
Yeah, she did. And you helped her out.
It's been a year.
Good
and
enough.
She still want me to warranty the car.
Well, can't do that.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay. Some lessons in car care, Harvey. What you think?
Well, first of all, Doug, warranties are critical in a case like this with 150,000 miles. But secondly, you got to know how much time you have under the warranty to complain. If you go beyond that time period, you are out of luck.